Hello everyone, this is Caleb Simpson here from ZeldaDungeon.net, and you are watching our video walkthrough for The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is Chapter 8 of the video walkthrough entitled Lanayru in Twilight, and it runs about an hour and 10 minutes and is going to be broken up into 7 videos. This is arguably one of the larger chapters in the walkthrough because we will be covering quite a bit of stuff in this chapter actually. Now as soon as you have completed the Goron Mines, then you will appear just outside of the Eldin Spring, and the Spirit of Light Eldin will be talking to you, and he will say that you need to head to Lanayru province next, and there you will find the one you seek. And so he's referring to Illia, so he says that we will find Illia in Lanayru province. Link will then look over and he sees all the children along with Renato and Luda there, and I don't know if they can see the light spirit or not, but they don't make any reaction to him talking to Link or anything. Maybe they can't hear him or anything, and Link is the only one who can see and hear the light spirits. Colin will then run over and he kind of stumbles around and Link tries to go help him. I guess, Colin is still injured or something from when he, sacrificed himself for Beth, for King Bulbin, but he will go on to encourage Link to go on to Lanayru province because, or rather, that he needs to go find Illia. So, says that the monsters captured them all, but they didn't bring Illia to the same place, so they took her elsewhere. So he goes on to say that, you don't have to worry about him, and Link should just go on and worry about Illia. And once again, Colin is showing a little bit of courage, I guess, just to say that, when it all comes down to it, he's going to do the right thing. And once again, he kind of seems a lot like a younger version of Link. So, anyways, Renato will then go on to say he'll come over and he'll say that he will take care of the children and everything, and that Link should go on. There are others that need his help and everything. So, Renato and Luda will then bow, and Beth and Talo will then bow too. I don't know if they really, they're just following just because. So before we shove off, there's actually several things we can do here in Kakariko Village as well. So you want to head over to the opposite side of the village and go to Barn's shop. Now that we've completed the Goron Mines, there's actually Gorons that are back in Kakariko Village. And one of them actually here in front of Barn's shop actually says that now the Gorons are able to bring supplies down to Barn's shop. So if you remember from earlier, we actually accidentally blew up Barn's supply shed or whatever, and so he actually did not have any bombs. But now that the Gorons are bringing supplies again, he can start working on it again. So you want to head into the shop, and he has one type of bomb available right now. Later on, by the end of the game, he will have all 3 types available, but right now he only has the one. So bombs are a returning staple in the Zelda series, in which they're just really cool. You can use them to blow up stuff, and we were using bomblands in the forest temple, but bombs will allow us to blow up stuff anywhere we want, and there's actually a lot of boulders and stuff found in Hyrule that we will need to blow up in order to get secrets and, pass some boulders later on that are blocking our path. So we're going to be using bombs quite a bit. So as you try and buy them, then he will tell you that you do not have a bomb bag, and so he will offer you a deal which you pay 120 rupees to get a bomb bag filled with bombs. Of the regular kind. So this is actually a really good deal. We needed to grab this as soon as possible. So purchase it, and he also makes an interesting comment. He says you can combine bombs with arrows later on in order to shoot bombs and to make bomb arrows. And this is actually something that's returning from previous Zelda titles, such as Link's Awakening. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head, but this is something that's happened in other Zelda titles as well. But it'll basically act as kind of like rockets. You'll be able to blow things up from a distance, so pretty cool. With that, you want to head on outside. You can actually talk to the Goron here, and once again, he talks about the fact that he's bringing supplies to Barnes now. But you can hop on top of his back, and he'll toss you up to the roof, similar to the Gorons on Death Mountain did. So you can either climb up through Barnes' shop, and you can get up to the top floor, or you can use the Goron to get on top of the roof from now on. For now, we only have the one type of bomb, but later on we'll be able to get all the other types of bombs. By the end of the game, Barnes will have all 3 types available. For now, though, the regular bombs will allow us to get a whole bunch of secrets here in just a little bit. For right now, you want to head to the top of Kakariko Village. You want to go to that highest point, and you'll see there's a Goron out here who's has his hand above his eyes to look around, and then he makes a comment that him and the little human up top are keeping watch over the town to make sure no more beasts come. So I'm not really sure what I guess they're going to holler an alarm to get everybody to run away or something, but he offers to toss you up there. So you want to get on top of his back and get tossed up to this upper platform. I don't know why they don't really have a way to get up there otherwise. I don't know, maybe the ladder broke or something. You think they'd be able to figure out how to do that. I don't know how he expects Talo to get down. He's going to just hop down, I guess. But you want to head into this doorway here, and there's a chest off to the right. You can open it up to get a purple rupee, which is worth 50. I was actually pretty close to full, but now, since I bought that bomb bag, now I had enough room to, you know, get the rupees. So with that, you want to go ahead and exit the building, and you can head off to the right, and now there's a ladder right there. So you want to take this ladder up, and at the top you'll see Talo. And so if you talk to him, then he will get excited to see you, and he'll say that, you know, he's keeping watch over the town. He's going to yell his head off if any monsters show up. And then he makes the comment that doing this would be a lot cooler if he had a bow that he could just shoot enemies with. So he goes on to say, you know, hey, I got a great idea. You should teach me how to shoot the bow. So he begs you, and after a moment, you know, you can say yes. So, and this is kind of weird. He asks you to show him how to use it. And so his response is to tell you to go down on the opposite side of the village and shoot in his direction. Like, how is that showing him how to shoot the bow? He will pop up kind of near the spring, and Mallow will be here, and he will have some targets set up for you. So Mallow makes the comment that, you know, he's never even seen you hold a bow, and then he's like, whatever. So he tells you to go ahead and shoot the target straight ahead. So do so. This one should be pretty easy for you. So Mallow will say as much, and then he'll give you an even farther target. So since it's a little bit farther away, this one shouldn't be too hard either, though. Just make it kind of like fills up your pointer just perfectly. So then, Talo will yell at you and tell you to shoot the pole that is way up there. You know, I think he's crazy. Like, you could just so pierce him right in the head or something. But anyways, it's actually not as hard as it looks. You just have to know kind of where the pole's supposed to be. It's right on the corner of that building. So just aim at the corner of the building and then just aim up a little bit and you'll hit the pole. So it's actually not that hard. So with that, Mallow will say that you're impressive, you know, he supposes. And after a moment, he will give you a piece of a heart. So, kind of odd. So this is, if you've been following the walkthrough thus far, this should be piece of heart number 9. So, pretty cool. So with that, you want to go ahead and we're going to actually get some more rupees in case you don't have enough. So, first off, you want to go head over to the graveyard. And there's actually some rupees that we did not grab earlier. Now, you could have gotten this much earlier in the previous 2 chapters ago, but I waited until now to grab it, because I was pretty full on rupees before. But now I have a little bit of room, so I'm going to head over this way. So if you're in need of rupees, go ahead and do this. But you can use your lantern to light these 2 torches over here, and this will make a chest up here right between them, and it contains a purple rupee, which is worth 50. So, once again, you know, I glanced by this earlier, but I did not grab it, so, you know, if you don't have it, though, don't worry too much about it. Because, as you'll come to find out, there's an overabundance of rupees in this game, so especially, not really so much right now, but later on you'll have rupees just coming up the wazoo. So you want to head back to Kakariko Village, and we can actually purchase a new item that is at Mallow's shop. Now that we've completed that mini-game and such, he has the Hawkeye is now available. And so this item is totally optional. Costs 100 rupees, and it basically acts as a telescope, similar to the one that was in the Wind Waker. So you use it to zoom in on distant objects, and there's actually only a couple times in the game where it's even useful at all. But for the most part, it's pretty worthless in my opinion. I'll be using it a couple times just to point some things out that are at a distance and such, just to mention them. But for the most part, I'm not really going to use it at all. You can also kind of use it with the bow in order to kind of get an idea of where to shoot things. Also, if you did not purchase the Hylian shield, you should do that now. It was really important to get it before the Goron Mines, but if you still have yet to get it, you should buy that right now for 200 rupees. So that is pretty much it for this video. You should check out the next ones, and we will get a whole bunch more goodies before we head on to the Lanayru province.